Hey YouTube, it's Dan. Doing a quick tabletop review of a pistol that a billion people on YouTube have already done a review on, but this is just my take. And since I'm a huge proponent of conceal and carry, I thought this is just something I should have on my video repertoire here. And what we have is the Glock 26, particularly the Gen 4. So this one is a little newer model of the Glock. Still good old Glock performance, Glock reliability, and a nice small discreet little package here for conceal and carry, and just a all-around outstanding pick for a conceal and carry gun. Now let's do a quick safety check here. Magazine is empty, gun is empty, chamber is empty. We have a safe firearm here. Now, where do I start? The Glock has set the gold standard for the polymer frame pistols. And everybody that knows me knows that I am not a huge fan of the Glock personally for shooting, but I have to give credit where credit is due. It is a phenomenal piece of engineering. Every detail of the design has been meticulously thought out, very well made, and there's a lot of Glock haters out there. I'm definitely not a hater, but there's a lot of Glock haters that just trash this gun, but you have to give credit where credit is due. It is a solid design, minimalistic, very few moving parts. You can't go wrong. So I just wanted to start off with that. Now, the Gen 4 Glocks actually have a couple of great features that previous generations do not. Mainly, replaceable backstrap here to help contour to the form of your hand. And most importantly is a dual recoil spring on the inside. And I'm actually going to show you guys that right quick. So we have the dual recoil spring here, which for a very small pistol like the Glock 26 is an outstanding addition to this gun's repertoire here. Helps to suck up a lot of recoil, makes this a very gentle, very easy gun to fire. So that is going to help a lot of people out, and just help you out staying on target. Should have dropped the magazine before I did that, but that's another great thing about Glocks. These things are forgiving. You can just disassemble these guys, and there's not a lot to it. So that's a great thing. So pardon that little misstep there. Another thing that I like about the Glock very much is, like I said, the minimalistic design. You don't have a lot on the surface to mess with, to get stuck on, to snag on your clothes when you're drawing in a high stress situation. No external safety. Hey, I don't have a problem with that. If you have this gun properly holstered, the trigger is not going to be affected by anything, so you don't have to worry about that. And the only time you have to worry about a gun discharge in any modern gun is when that trigger is pulled. Keep your finger off the trigger, nothing's going to happen. So let's talk about another feature, the sights here. These are regular contrast sights here with this little U shaped in the background for the rear sights. I love this sight format here, and the reason I love it is because it gives you an outstanding sight picture with both of your eyes open. This is what I call a true combat style sight, because you can acquire your target, get an accurate, good, solid sight picture, and not have to worry about closing an eye to get an accurate aim shot. With just a little bit of practice, you're going to see your rear sight, you're going to see that dot in between these rear sights, and you're going to see your target. You're going to engage, and you're going to engage well. So you can't beat that. I truly like this. And what else is there to say? This is just a very good, solid design. Very compact. So if you have large hands, it's going to be a little bit hard to grip. But hey, Glock has a solution to this. A company called Pierce makes a grip extension, and there's a ton of other grip extensions. But for the compact magazine here, get this Pierce grip. Looks like it belongs on the Glock. Looks like a piece of the hardware there. Gives you about another half an inch, a little bit more of that, of real estate on the bottom, so you can get a good firm grip on the weapon and engage your target. And it doesn't add much of a footprint to this particular gun, so you can still carry it concealed and not have to worry about anything. Has a very nice texture on the grip, so if you're somebody like me that has kind of sweaty hands, don't worry. It's going to snug. It's going to stay secure in your hands. You're not going to have to worry about that getting loose. And that's about it. So, I'm going to keep this short because like I said, there are a ton of different reviews on the Glock out there, and I just wanted to hit a couple of the PowerPoints on this, so you can have another bit of information when you're trying to make a intelligent purchasing decision when you're spending a couple $100s on a new firearm. You can't go wrong with this. It is a very solid and reliable gun. It is going to give you thousands upon thousands of rounds of reliable service. You can use this as a range gun. You can use this just as your primary, or as a backup gun. The Glock has a lot of different options. You can always find a holster for these guns. You can always find extra magazines for these guns at a relatively reasonable price. You can find nice compact magazines, and this will fire any Glock magazine for its particular caliber. The Glock 26 is chambered in 9mm, so any Glock 9mm magazine fits in this gun. How can you beat that? You can shoot your regular 10 rounds in, the not so gun friendly states, or you can get your nice 33 round extended magazine and then just have all kinds of fun at the range. So I'm going to wrap this up. If you guys are in the market for a good conceal and carry firearm, you just can't go wrong with the Glock. It's a name brand, rugged, reliable. It's not going to fail you. Plain and simple. Once again, this is Dan. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good evening.